My name is Donna Curtin. Welcome to Breaking Weight Loss Barriers, where we break weight loss barriers and make weight loss dreams come true. Today, I present to you my overall reflection of my 21 days fast. As you, my loyal supporters, may know, and for those who are new to this channel, I wanted to kickstart my weight loss transformation with a 21 days fast to overcome obesity in 2019 because I had and still have a goal to lose 114.6 pounds in order to reach an ideal weight range for my age and height. So in order to be in a state of consistent weight loss and its maintenance, as well as to bring my blood glucose level under control because of diabetes, I partook in a fasting journey. Now, on this journey, there were instances of necessary inconsistency, and along with this, the want to give up arose. But through it all, with the help of family and with the knowing that you, the viewer, were and are still there cheering me on with this weight loss transformation, I overcame self-doubt and triumphantly completed my 21 days fast. In this video, I will explain my fasting necessary inconsistency, how I avoided self-defeat when things went wrong, and how positive affirmation strengthened me to overcome the negative obstacles that I created within my own mind. And so now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of my overall fasting experience. When I started fasting, I had great expectations. I imagined a smooth transition through 4 days of dry fasting, that is, not having water or food, followed with water-only fasting for the remaining fasting time, with the hope to lose weight and to normalize my blood glucose levels. All of my plans were perfectly unfolding, at least for the first 6 days. The weight was coming off rapidly and my blood glucose levels dropped to normal range of 70 to 130 by day 4, and the levels remained stable up until the 7th day. However, on day 7, it was difficult to keep my levels stable, and at 3 p.m. on the same day, my blood glucose levels dropped below target range, and then again at 10 p.m. I ate a small snack each time to stabilize my levels, as recommended by the American Diabetes Association, where it states that if the levels go below the healthy range and is not treated, it can get dangerous. Therefore, you have to bring it back to the target range by eating a small meal or snack to make sure it doesn't lower again. And so after the second time my levels dropped out of the target range, I ended the fasting day. However, on the next day, which began week 2, everything went good. Levels were stabilized and I weighed in about 19 pounds lighter. And since I went through the day without any health problems, I thought that I was in the clear of unstable levels up until the end of the fasting term. But on the 9th day, up until the end of the 21 days fast, throughout weeks 2 and 3 of the fasting period, though I was able to lose about 7 pounds in the second week and 4.6 pounds in the third week, my diabetes was uncontrolled because it kept dropping out of the target range. Within the last 13 days, on one of those days, I fasted for 24 hours. On one other day, my levels dropped twice, and then a pattern of unstable blood glucose levels developed every day after that. Once a day, my levels dropped below the target range, and I was forced to eat a small snack to keep me out of the danger zone. For each small snack per day, I ate a cup of raw vegetables, about a half a cup of a seed, nut, and raisin mix, and I took a multivitamin, multimineral pill with bone broth. And so during the 21 days of fasting, for 9 days, I completed 24 hours of fasting each day. On one day, after 15 hours of fasting, I discontinued the fast because levels remained unstable. And on the remaining 11 days, I fasted for 22 hours each day. So during my fasting period, when I expected to do only dry fasting and water-only fasting, I had to adjust to my fasting necessary inconsistency. Therefore, I incorporated intermittent fasting within the daily regimen to avoid dangerous health issues. But being forced to have a daily snack caused me to feel discouraged. I felt as if I wasn't living up to the ideal fast that I had imagined to do. And I started to feel that I had taken on more than I could handle. And I asked myself, do I press on or give up? Because I'm not technically doing a 24-hour fast each day as I had imagined that I would do. And I wanted to be honest with what I tell you, the viewer. And so every day that my health issue disrupted my fasting flow, I felt a little more discouraged to continue the fasting period because I couldn't maintain a perfect fasting score of 24 hours each day. And so self-doubt crept all over me. And then I thought, I need to quit because I don't want to live as a hypocrite. So I asked myself, what do I do about this? I already put myself out there to the world that I had the spiritual power to break weight loss barriers. How can I quit? And so I was caught within a dilemma that usually hinders my weight loss success when my weight loss plans don't go as planned. I usually feel defeated because of the imperfection that I'm faced with. And then the old self-blaming attitude follows where I associate the imperfections of an unsmooth weight loss experience with having a character flaw. I crafted in my own mind that not living up to my own fasting expectations somehow represented a weak part of my personality. And so I cried out to my family that I can't do this whole fasting and YouTube thingy. And then my husband and our children said to me, come on now. You already put yourself out there to the world that this is the year of attainment to reach your weight loss goals. So you have to produce results. You wanted accountability. Now you have it. I knew that they were right, but I was stressed out that I had to produce results in the midst of my own mental crisis. So I thought to myself, come on now. This weight loss transformation process is bigger than you. Think of all the people that you can inspire if you pull this transformation off. You have to practice what you preach. You have to prove to yourself and to others that our own spirit is more powerful than self-doubt. You can't quit. And so, to avoid the embarrassment of failure, I stood on my belief that we can do all things through God who strengthens us. So, I continued to do intermittent fasting and I prayed to God to help me, to pull myself out of the mental slump that I was being overtaken by. And I affirmed to myself that some things can only be moved out of our lives through fasting and prayer. And it doesn't matter which form of fasting you use. It could be dry fasting, water-only fasting, or intermittent fasting. All forms of fasting are going to yield the same benefits. It's just that one form of fasting may yield a benefit faster than the other. However, the ultimate goal here is to continue fasting despite the necessary inconsistency due to health issues, in order to get your weight loss breakthrough. And as I continued to fast and pray, I broke the barrier of my own self-doubt that usually comes upon me to cause me to sabotage my weight loss efforts. And I regained focus and confidence and pressed onward to the completion of my 21 days fasting period, despite necessary inconsistent fasting. And so the most valuable lessons that I learned from this fasting experience are that we can formulate a grand plan to achieve something, but things are not always going to go as planned, and therefore we have to be flexible and make necessary adjustments along the way if we are to achieve anything. And that adjustment might be in how we view a thing or in how we carry out our plans, and that above all that we strive to achieve, health and safety comes first. And also I learned that when things don't go as planned, don't be drawn into the self-blaming attitude that usually ends with self-sabotaging your weight loss efforts. Another lesson that I learned from the fasting experience is how to naturally control diabetes without the use of diabetic medicines, and how to lose weight and keep it off naturally. By fasting and eating healthy small meals, I can prevent elevated or below target glucose levels and use the same dietary pattern to lose weight and keep it off. And the final lesson that I learned from this fasting experience is that through my faith and with the support of my family and you, the viewer, I have been blessed with all of the support that I need to continue with my weight loss transformation. You know, when I took on this 21 days fasting challenge, the new experience of the pursuit was exciting, hopeful, and I felt invincible. At first, I became disconnected from the weight loss struggle because I was so caught up in the joy of the fasting journey. So I couldn't relate to the weight loss struggle anymore. Therefore, when it was time to do the second video update, all I had was good news about weight loss. I couldn't figure out what to tell you to inspire you. So to reconnect with the struggle, I had to think about the hardships that I had encountered before the fast in order to create an inspiring story. Then I reflected on the past weight loss struggles, and that caused me to feel depressed. And at that moment, I realized that I was still attached to the old emotions of the past experiences. And those negative memories made me feel as if I was still on the verge of struggling to get a weight loss breakthrough. In my mind, I started spiraling downwards into a sea of bad emotions. And I remember that when I did a 21-day fast back in the mid-year of 2018, I felt deprived of food and fun, and anxiety flustered me that I couldn't wait until the end of the fast. So I spoke about the difficulty that I had during the 2018 21-day fasting experience in video 2, so that you will be aware of some of the emotional difficulties that may occur when fasting. But in reflecting on my 21-day fast that I completed this year, 2019, the most difficult thing that I've experienced is communicating to you, the viewer. All of my life, I've lived with obesity, and obesity has made me an introverted recluse. So to be on YouTube sharing my weight loss transformation with you has taken me out of my comfort zone, and at times I feel overwhelmed when I have to communicate with you, and I often feel that I don't want to communicate with you. But then I keep reminding myself that this thing is bigger than me. I have your well-being to think of. And if I'm going to be of any use to you, regardless of whether I will feel emotionally attached to the old memories of weight loss struggles, I must learn to emotionally disconnect from those sad memories as I tell my story anyway, in order to help somebody to overcome his or her weight loss dilemma. Wow. Not only are you of great help to me through my weight loss transformation, relating with you is helping me is so much. It's helping my personality to blossom. I'm really thankful to you all. Thank you, YouTubers. Thank you. Now, over the next 49 weeks, I'm just getting a little emotional here, excuse me. Now, over the next 49 weeks, as I move forward with my weight loss transformation, I will continue to incorporate all forms of fasting within my weekly regimen. However, I decided that I will not be doing the keto diet. I don't want to be under a rigid dietary system now. I need flexibility so that I can make my dietary transition as pleasant as possible. Therefore, I will eat a variety of foods from all of the 5 food groups, that is protein, vegetables, dairy, fruit, grains, along with healthy fats such as olive oil and butter. And so as I move forward, I will be living on a regimen of fasting and eating throughout each week, and I think that that is enough for me to focus on maintaining. Now, my weekly goal is to find balance of eating and fasting that will produce a steady weight loss each week. And I will frequently give updates about my weight loss progress. Also, I will add a new feature called Let's Talk About Obesity, where we will begin to share more topics on obesity. Now, if you've been inspired by my weight loss transformation thus far, and if you are interested in my progress in the days to come, and or have an interesting, or should I say, and are interested in learning about how I will apply my healthy lifestyle program, or just want to listen to what I have to say about obesity and obesity-related topics, please follow or continue to follow me on my YouTube channel, and feel free to leave a comment, ask a question, and or subscribe. Now, as we come to the end of this session, I want to have you think on how powerful our spirits can be based on the evidence presented here today of what can be attained when we let our spirits rule our thoughts and behaviors that enslave us to our appetite. Now, to feel the empowerment of our own spirit, affirm this statement 3 times. What I do today will definitely pay off tomorrow. And as you say it, I want you to close your eyes and let the sound of your own words resonate deep within your mind until the desire to bring your own weight loss dream into reality is so intense that you make yourself start the first step to take action today. Let us begin. What I do today will definitely pay off tomorrow. What I do today will definitely pay off tomorrow. What I do today will definitely pay off tomorrow. Thank you for watching and listening to this video. May we all fulfill our weight loss dreams together. So be it.